Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs.
For Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
We know the arm strength is certainly there. He's got a big-time cannon for an arm, and that's not a surprise. He's the son of a former Major League pitcher, so the bloodlines come into play. The biggest question for Patrick Mahomes, can he harness that big arm, develop the touch that's needed, and carry his team towards the playoffs?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Levante David in on the tackle.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. 3rd down here.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And his kick is good to make it 7. Nothing KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady, they'll find Miller. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Ryan Succop for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams... match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this one to Hill. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's going to try and do this himself. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Downfield, offense.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Still 1st down.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good. From 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
Buccaneers 7.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Really guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Heavy, two.
Fournette, a first down carry. And some room to work. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Brady now on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, 27 yards. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
An extra point try now for Suckham. And that makes it 14-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's all finished off with it. Touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield, the blocking forms in front, lofted it to the runner, and now not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Mahomes again. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here. Is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from who else? Tom Brady. His guys lead, though by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
The protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And another example right there, Charles. McCoy is good getting the ball handed to him. He's also dangerous in the passing game.
You put him in space, and you've got trouble as a defense. And they organize that one very well because, you know, the screen game, when they're deceptive that way and they create that space for him, look out. And he turned into a heck of a play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Throwing now is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fournette running out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And with that, the lead is up to... So that drive goes 8 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. 32-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. Devin White on the tackle. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line. That's the end.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught by Sharp for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 45. Come on. Check.
Now Mahomes. And he's got it. The conversion. And we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
LaShawn McCoy.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Blue down, blue down.
Now Fournette. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
A loss of 7 brings up 3rd down and goal.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 28-21. A minute 51 on the clock. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Butker on for the PAT. And we are tied here. In the 4th quarter, just a 4-play drive that time. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play.
Harrison Butker.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. at their own.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. To throw is Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Brady to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Scotty Miller. Incomplete. It leads to
on now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try.
Field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Oh, he left this one out. To the right, that's a bad miss. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain.
Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Buccaneers 28.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
First throw of overtime for Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.